Hello, everybody. I am Apal, your host, and I'm here with the Reborn.
Hi.
Today, we're going to be talking about our complaints with Noli as a killer and how we would each fix their abilities. So, first, I'm going to go on with how I'll fix his M1. His M1 has way too long of a windup as is, and also has a notifier for when you can use it again. It also does the least damage out of all the M1s. So what I would do is I would first remove the audio cue from his M1. I would also decrease his windup by zero point zero 0.01 and give him a single point of damage buff, so he'll do 26 instead of 25 damage. Boyd Roddy, how would you fix Nolly someone?
Well, we don't need a. Okay, hang on. Honestly, for most part, I kind of agree with you there. Like, I feel like they could, maybe make the windup a bit shorter. I definitely see what they're trying to do with the M1, though, because they're trying to encourage Noli players to use the other abilities to catch up to other people. But the thing is, the M1 is too weak. It's not useful for what. If you catch up to people and kill people with your abilities, say you do all that, it's hard for you to finish them off with an M1 even after. The M1 is too weak, is what I'm saying. So my problem is,
Well,
I agree with you. They should lower the windup. They should, I also think they should probably increase the hitbox maybe a little bit, because half the time I'm right on top of someone and I can never hit them.
okay, I'd like to say they have the normal hitbox, it's just how slow their windup is affecting how you think of their hitbox.
I mean, okay, hang on. The
It's
hitbox.
fine. Hold on, huh? What I'm trying to say is, it's fine, the hitbox, it's just the windup that's making it seem like the hitbox is
Yeah,
smaller.
okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Hang on. So, yeah, making the windup different, making the wind up work a bit more better. Also,
Alright,
I
I'd
have.
also like to say, even with what they're trying to do, the M1 being bad, so that we would have to use all of his abilities, it's not a good idea, especially when all of his abilities are useless. But near useless. But I
Yeah,
see what they were also trying to do as well. For Void Rush, what I would do to try and fix that ability, it's pretty much fine as it is. There are only two things that I would change about it. One, it would have a constant hitbox, so it doesn't change whether you hit it on a wall or the floor. Two, I would also have it so that way to hold survivors in place for a second and give them helpless so that way you can actually catch up with them. Because it's meant to be a substitute for corrupt nature or entanglement, things of that sort. How would you change his Void Star? I said Void Rush, come on.
you said Void Star and then Void Rush.
Yeah, well, that was Void Star. How would you change Void Star?
Oh, okay. So Void Star. I like Void Star how it is. I like how it pulls people towards you. I everything you said there, I agree with. I would say the same thing. If I was going first, I'd say the same thing as you said.
Well, let's just skip that one then.
Yeah.
Void Rush. Void Rush, there's a slight problem. The 10 damage on the initial hit does not feel rewarding, and I feel the hitbox is too small. Because sometimes when you land the Void Rush, you get stunned by the survivor because it does not process that you hit the Void Rush until after you crash into the survivor, stopping him. So make his hitbox ever slightly bigger in that. Also, make it so that his initial hit does 25 damage and his secondary hit also does 25 damage. What about you, Void Flutter?
This would probably make Noli really good, but I've noticed that Noli's Void Rush, it counts as a blockable attack for Guest, which, I mean, if you use Void Rush right, you can probably catch a Guest off guard. But what I would do, I'd probably increase the turning a little bit more.
Oh yeah, that's something I was meaning to say as well.
I would increase the turning a bit more, because it's way too slow. And second of all, I'd make it a not blockable, like, attack, because I've seen a lot of good Noli players, and, not too many Noli players, but, like, a good chunk of Noli players, like, get guest parried, like, after using Void Rush, making that ability, like, a bit useless.
I would say what I think. I think Noli, the Rush should definitely still be blockable by guest, because Noli's a 5-star killer. It's meant to be entirely skill-based.
I guess that's true, but, like, still.
It's like a John Doe. Except John Doe, he is trapping, and Noli, he's just something else. I don't know what he is.
He's gimmicky. He's
too gimmicky, in fact.
Tomfoolery.
Okay, now, what was the last ability's named? I forget.
Observant.
Observant. There is a few changes I would like to make with this. 1. Observant, you get invincibility while using Observant. Now you might think that you can just block all attacks with that. It should stun you. It should make it so you can't move or attack for 1.5 seconds after you're done. After you cancel Observe. 2nd, don't give a visual cue to every generator when Noli's using Observant. Only keep the audio cues. And 3rd, make it so that way there's not. Make it so that way you can't teleport to. Make it so that way you can't not teleport to generators that you're too close to. Those are the 3 changes I'd make to Observant.
Like,
and then I think it would be valid.
Be able to teleport to generators you're close to as well?
Yeah. That's all the changes I'd have to Noli, along with the bug fixes.
I'd say also skip this one, because
I don't agree with the second reason of why Observant.
Well, then...
That was Swiss. He's our little dog that we keep in here.
Yeah, because he doesn't do anything.
Alright, buddy.
Are you gonna...
Alright.
Are you gonna get
you want to say something?
Are you gonna get in something?
I might think about it, because...
Well, this is
Little
the end
Voltage
of the video.
here said
no. I have to do the passive.
I don't agree with the second reason of Observant.
Yeah.
Well, what would you like to say about that?
A visual cue. Like... Sorry, my mind cannot process on that right now.
The visual cue, it shouldn't keep the visual cue, but it should still keep the audio cues. That's what I'm saying. Because the audio cue is already enough of a hint, but the visual cue just makes it so that way, no matter what everyone knows. Or we can just keep the visual cues, so that way if someone plays without sound, they can still do it.
I have many reasons on
but
why
it should be either or, not both.
I have many reasons on why the visual cue should still be added, but I don't know how to, like, say it.
Well,
so is it that way if you don't play with sound?
No, just be silent. I don't know how to say them.
Alright, well, also, Noli's passive. We're gonna go over those now. Noli's passives are useless, besides 2 of them. The fake generators and the fake Nolis. Fake Nolis only provide a distraction for Void Rush. Now, fake generators, the only thing that they can do is give you instant hallucination 3. What I would want to see different about hallucinations is, for all the support hallucinations, I would want, if you fall for them, you get slowness 2. I mean, not slowness 2, slowness 1 for 2 seconds. And you also get your location highlighted by Noli. And for the timer one, I'd make it so that way you can't hear the last 30 seconds of the round. What about you, Bullied Wadi?
Hmm. So
Or Swiss even.
I want to find a way to make fake Noli a bit more punishing if you fall for it.
I feel like it would either be too overpowered or too underpowered, no matter what. So I think keeping him the same is fine.
Because I mean,
Just allow him to use abilities.
yeah, that's make the fake Noli use abilities. Like Void Rush. Like maybe it can Void Rush towards you when it first spawns in.
Yeah. I can definitely see how that'd be a pain to code and
It would be a pain to code, but
everything else. Yeah.
yeah.
But also make it more useful. So that's how we think that Noli should be changed, along with the bug fixes.
Most of which I just really do agree with 8-Ball here because those changes are well thought out.
Yeah, as a Noli main, I've gotten a feel for how it should be edited.
I am a Noli main myself, but the only
I play
problems
Forsaken a lot more.
the only problems I've ever experienced is just the wind up for M1, and also things that 8-Ball has pointed out I've noticed as well. Oh, also, I've slightly touched the corners of walls with Void Rush, and that just
And then it
stops.
stops.
Yeah, it just stops.
Maybe make the cancellation of Void Rush whenever you touch a surface a bit more generous, like walk speed.
Yeah, because
That's.
walk speed.
I think that's all of our changes that we'd want to make.
Walk speed.
Say
can
bye,
easily
everyone.
slide on your wall.